All right. Um, you've seen how, as target individual, the people around you turn into retards. I'm sorry to say that word, but I cannot say in a way that is less vulgar. Um, the worst for me is as a target individual, knowing at this point what this is about. The disturbing manipulation. I've been very clear. It's funny. I was watching this video, right? That has nothing to do with anything, and they made me think of this guy that I follow, and I think he had a funeral somewhere, and it's not even a funeral, but there was something happened, and there's a child in this video, not even a video, but somewhere, and they did these pedophilia things to me at the time. And then again, I'm watching this video, I'm looking at his house, right? He's this like YouTuber who's kind of popular, and I'm thinking about, oh yeah, and then they brought back the manipulation, and this is a little girl, a little black girl, which is the pedophilia things they do. You heard my videos. One thing is for sure, is they want you to identify with this nastiness. Why do you think I made thousands of videos of the same things? Their goal is to try to get you to be subscriptive of what you're experiencing today. Aside my videos in 2020, they've been very repetitive, and I'm okay doing the same thing. This trash want me to be subscriptive of how I'm reacting to children, especially black little girls. Let me repeat that. These bottom feeders, contracted by these government entities, who are around me and trying to make me subscriptive of how I'm reacting to things. Want me to be subscriptive of how I'm reacting to little girls, especially black little girls. It's the pedophilia things they do. It's the things they do to me. And then somehow to be like, oh no, but we mapped it to you when you were a kid. Oh, and then manipulate my memories of me as a child and even when I'm an adult. Which this is even more. But then talk about, okay, forget about the manipulation, but think about what you did when you were in middle school, a child. And make me think that I felt like that. Now, first of all, like I said, a kid can do stupid things, right? A kid can do a stupid thing, an impulsive thing. But because it's an impulsive moment that I did to myself, which they have to exaggerate, now they try to create a pattern. And be like, no, but you think like that. It's like, first of all, I did not think like that, but I know you do the pedophilia type of torture. These people are trying to, it's so disturbing for them because there's so much distorting of reality you can do before reality comes to you. There's so much. Right now, the reason why this childlike individual is saying our reality is because we all know that children are not the people who you ask for when it comes to reality. But to see grown men and women having to turn into children as wise as these children, you understand that this is the reality they're in. Target individual do never subscribe to these things. One thing they like to do is to try to make me feel guilty for the manipulation they make me have, what they make me experience, and then try to talk about me as a child. Now, these people I'm dealing with, the one I interact with, some of them have children. You obviously know at this point that they torture children. They're abusing children using this military-grade weaponry. This is the reality of what they're part of. They know this. They are doing whatever they can to block out their reality while trying to vilify me in the manipulative ways, which is the manipulation I'm experiencing every time I look at a child. They do this, especially black little girls. Stimulation, weird nastiness they make me experience. And then try to say, no, we mapped it to you when you were a kid. Then, of course, I'm not going to subscribe to it. I'm a grown freaking man. What do you mean you mapped it to me when you were a kid? And I know you do the pedophilia type of torture. And then it's like, okay, forget about that. We are making payback for what you did when you were a kid in middle school. Wait. First of all, they have to exaggerate that. So you are paying me back for the stupid, impulsive thing I did as a child, while you're in a program that is torturing children in so many ways, including sexually. And you want me to let you go into the la-la land of a fantasy you've created? You delusional. That is why today you're making me experience what I'm experiencing. Because when I look at a child, discrimination, nastiness. When I look at black girls, oh, we mapped it to you when you were a kid, you see? Trash ass. I know you can do that. That's why I made thousands of the same videos about the same thing. For me, at this point, if I can go on my YouTube and look for the content that has black girls, You'll see. Least of the things I've been talking about, this is how they make me think. And try to make me subscriptive. And then the thing is, like, sometimes I'm on a call with black women and they're like, oh, you see, they saw this thing in black girls. I'm like, what? Trash. So what kind of, the kids they torture, are they black or not? You think I'm going to subscribe to this manipulation? You think because there's a black person there, I'm going to be like, oh, no, look at me. Do I look like a kid? Do I look like I subscribe to these nasty things? And by the way, I know they do the pedophile type of torture. Delusional. And they're like, no, yeah, abuse. Try to talk about a stupid thing I did to myself as a child, which they have to kind of manipulate to create a false pattern. So the stupid thing I did as a child is not even the thing that you wish was happy. They wish it was worse than that. When you're in a program that's out here doing all horrible things to babies, you're fucking delusional. How many kids do you think are dying from this thing? You trash ass. Like, people like you should be like, I'd rather get my dick cut up in pieces, excuse my language, castrated, like they like to say, than try to counter this reality. And then and the thing that's so disgusting is they're using their children in order for this program, this trash that manipulate people in these disturbing ways, so they can force me to get a disturbing, nasty pedophilia reaction, which they call, they mapped it. And say, you see, we're protecting our kids. You see how you reacted to this? Yes, I'm reacting the way you want me to react, based on this technology that manipulates my brain however you want it. And you have a tendency, a pattern of utilizing pedophilia type of torture. That's why other people say that. Now, I understand you're a smart person. You know that. You understand that your job is to make me accept these ways of thinking as if it's happening naturally. You're going to dumb yourself down, however stupid you have to make yourself be for me to accept this nastiness. It is not your torture. This is this governmental entity's torture. Now, because of this humiliation, if they torture me, it was the extra spice, with extraness. It's nothing. I'm already a target individual. Once you're a target individual, they can do whatever they want to you. And so me humiliating these people who are, in my case, right, they have psyops, target individual. Even the psyop they're implementing onto me is not a unique psyop. They've done that to women. Try to present themselves as this organization of goodness, right? This group of good people who are protecting the community. A woman with children. They guess what they did to her? They start stimulating her sexually and aim those stimulation toward children. Sounds familiar? It goes back to 2007, her testimonial. You understand how things don't change too much in regard of like these manipulations? And do you know how they counter this reality? Because they need to block our reality. Because they know what they sign up for. And they try to make themselves believe in some other fantasy. Oh, they're going to rape you. So yes, all these horrible things are going to happen to me. This is part of the theatrical aspect of things. I understand. You're trying to create a theater to counter the reality that you're in a program that utilizes pedophile type of torture, even onto children. So when I scream, I know that you guys are involved in a program that make kids scream the way I'm going to scream. Same age of your children. I don't want to, and they're like, oh, you feel bad. I don't want this trash to feel bad. I don't care about that. Feeling bad, what does that change anything? No, I want you to know that I'm seeing you truly for what you are. This little psyop, this bullshit that you try to come up with is not going to be subscriptive to. And I know who put me in this program. That's why you can't say Roy Moore. Let me repeat that, Roy Moore. So in every front, you've been humiliated by reality. And guess who's your pedophiles? What entities happen to have a bunch of pedos and are running this program? Yes, these Department of Defense entities, DARPA, CIA, DOD, all of that. Big time. So you can see these people are here to protect children based on the people they are hiring and the tough policy they have against pedophiles working in these agencies. These people are trash. And I hear this trash. Tell me, she's using her voice. Rape. I was like, trash, you can't even say Roy Moore. We know whose rape it is. And you're, what? Is this, let me say the name is, Gray Shirts Company. Oh, it's Gray Shirts, budget. Of course I know. You wanted to escape. This nasty manipulation of my memories, my reaction to babies, to kids of all age, like little girls or whatever, girls or whatever, it's not natural. I understand. But I'm going to experience it the way you guys can make me experience it, because you guys are not you guys, but you guys are you guys. You understand? I know that what I'm seeing and who's doing this thing to me are two different things. Yes, you might be the one just implementing certain things, but please understand, I know that you guys are not running this. And this was happening before you even... You understand? So I understand they contract shit like you. Do what they want you to do. If you decide, oh, can we do extra this? Go ahead. It's dead. And they're like, yo, it's our money. It's my knife. I was like, oh, it's a rope. I was like, what? They've been destroying my organs internally without a freaking nothingness. You rope? What? You choking me? You don't even need a rope to choke me. I can be here right now standing and they can choke me right now. They can close my throat, suffocate me if nobody's doing anything to me. If you want to do the old school way, okay, whatever, good for you. We do this all the time. We're using this technology onto even children. These people and they use this retard that go into their scripts. Target individual, for me, I've never let them live this escapism. Now my brain is for them to play with. Whatever level of stresses and whatever, they do this. Make me think of black little girl, and they try to like, nah, and then make me think of black little girls when I was a kid and try to add the stimulation and sensation as young as me, 10 years old. And try to give me sensation and feelings that they want to make me feel that I felt as a kid, but as young as a fucking 10-year-old. What the F? It reminded me when I was myself like a 10-year-old going to, like those little kids in the weddings. It's like, remember at that time you could have felt like this, like what? See, we mapped it. Target individual, you have to be strong. They are going to do everything possible to make you turn into something almost just I don't want to use that word. You'll be on a spectrum of logic and rationality that is pushed to a level to almost insanity. It's like on the border of insanity. And you see these grown people to have them make themselves get on the spectrum of some sort at that moment, for the purpose for you to be subscriptive to this. People who are very much smart, right? Ability to make rational and logical sense, but for the purpose to dumb you down, they'll get on that spectrum. And you look at them for the shit that they are. You're like, you are, wow. And some of them, because of their rank in life or how they are in regard of maybe work or whatever, they think it gives them permission, or it's okay for them to do that. And I'll be like, oh, nah, what? No, we're talking about life and death, right? Do you think that you're a god? No, you're not. You're trash. So you think because you are my boss's boss or whatever, you can... No, we're talking about death is coming to me, right? I'll die soon, right? That's what they tell me. Or I'm dying. Do you think if I'm dying, that you can... No, I'm going to see you for the shit that you are. We're not talking about work stuff. We're talking about you trying to make me be somebody I'm not. Who gives you the permission? Who allows you? Who you think you are? That you can tell me who I am? Because of what? Never. I know who I am, but I also know who you are now. Because you expose yourself for what you really are. And I'm so thankful I didn't have to do this. And then when I hear these people, it's like, I'll rape. I was like, you're rapes. All the women you guys are raping and torturing, you think I respect you? They get mad. They get like... I noticed something with me when I listen to the testimonials of these horrible stories. You can see them get like teary. And I realized you're not teary because you're hearing this woman being tortured. You're teary because this little fantasy, this little bubble you created for yourself, you used to look at it for what it is, and it makes you sad that the reality of what you're part of is there, and you cannot escape into that fantasy. They don't feel bad for these women that are being tortured. They feel bad that the story, the little reality they've put together doesn't make sense. Look at what you guys are doing to women. You are raping them. What do you mean? What? Because you guys are women? Oh, this program will not contract a bunch of women to do that. No. Oh, they are uncompromisable. What kind of BS? Women are literacy. There's a lot of females. There's a bunch of females involved in this. What kind of woman would do that? And then look at the retards they use. And then as I'm saying that, to counter that, they make me think of these pedophile things. And they're like, oh, horrible. You know what's horrible? It's being involved in a program that torture babies. That's your horrible. I'd rather scream and die than being part of a program that does that. And some trash like, I didn't do that specifically. What? Wait. So you want me to kind of let it go that you're in a program that does these horrible things to women and children. And because you, even though in that program that is involved in that, no matter how much your expertise is, because I know some of these people doing this thing to me have done that to women. And I'm not talking about, they're not like monsters. These people, most of the time, they're in the PJs, huh? They don't need to be like, they don't need the creme de la creme. It doesn't take much. Everything that's happening to me, for example, my organs right now, I'm feeling some kind of my gallbladder. Something's happening to it. This trash doing that to me could be a freaking retard doing this thing. Because this technology is that sophisticated. And they can obviously do that to a woman remotely. It doesn't take much to do what they do. Just kind of dumb yourself down a little bit, and then you'll be okay. And then make your sound in any way possible, and then you're paying. This is trash. I rather die. This is a dignified way. What? I feel like I'm in the Bible. And I'm in a righteous way, and I'm dying. Even though I'm dying, there's this dignity coming over me. Death comes to all of us. This trash, I will die. And like they said, they do this is the things they do. They do these horrible things, and then we do this, and then we'll die. Then you see them, they're like scared to be even be seen. They have masks on and everything. Just look at this fucking trash. If I say two things in front of you, you want to run away. I remember this next door neighbor. She was at the laundromat. When you don't see her, she talks like that. And I ask her a question. Hey, is that your shit there? She goes, She just ran away. Fucking trash. And then when I'm listening to something laughing about, she tried to trip me. And I felt bad because like I thought I hurt her, like she hurt herself. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And realized, oh, why am I saying something? She tried to make me fall down. But she knew that I was feeling okay, and then she could be okay. But when I was in the laundromat, all I said is like, is that your shit here? She like, no. You see? You guys are just trash this pedophiles contract. You can't say Roy Moore. In every way you can look at this, yes, you guys will do this to other people. And I hope that they lived in this life for the longest. You know, this woman, this strong woman who's like, she's so much better than me in a regard of, I don't wish wealth onto them. I pray that they continue to live this life. I've humiliated them. Nobody can look at them like, oh, these fierce women. Oh, wow. I remember being in a plane, and this guy was like, get him, ladies. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like children. It's like when you fool children, yes, you will. Yeah, get him. Come on. Yeah. All along, the parent is doing everything. And as I'm saying that, they're doing this thing to me. I'm like, do this. You think I'm thinking it's some mystical being doing this? It's some next door neighbor in the PJs doing this shit. I'd rather die like this. I know who put me in this program. I see him on my computer, on my phone every day. In regard, that's why you doing this thing to me. Every day I look at him, it's like, that's him. This trash, and then you die. And like that. Oh, gosh. It's rapes. Trash, you out here in the program raping women all around the world. I know who put me in this program, and I know what you guys do to women and children. If this is how I die, I'll be thankful to God I didn't have to live like that. I know sometimes I sound spiritual and biblical and preachy, but how can you describe this? There's no other way to look at this. You have to look at this for this. This is something bigger than, like, yes, this is technological, but one cannot help to feel a sense of spirituality. For me, it's just so grand. They wanted to play this femme fatale, feminist group of it. They are here killing a lot of women. They wanted me to subscribe to this pedophile type of torture. They renowned for the pedophile type of torture. And these entities running this program are a bunch of pedos. I mean, it's just so. Let me repeat that. It was so bad. In the article, they were saying, and the people they cut and they showed, they were the ones that would they weren't even trying to make it not look like they were, like it was so obvious. It's like, it's as if these agencies were trying not to look like, it was like, oh man, look, I guess we're gonna have to do something. It's just too obvious. They cut this guy. In my brain, they tried to manipulate me. This guy was so comfortable. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word. That's a word that made me. They felt so they normalized this thing so much that he would CIA agent go overseas, wherever you go, use governmental Wi-Fi to download this child porn stuff. Now, yesterday, I was talking about, and they were trying to flip around. Imagine you, not even, forget it, just regular porn, right? Can you imagine you just downloading regular porn and be comfortable with that? No. Imagine just even a movie. Do you even feel like a regular movie? Would you feel comfortable doing it? No. My head, they try to blow. This guy is so okay with, it's so normalized that child porn on government Wi-Fi. I don't even feel like comfortable to even listen to my Spotify music on my work Wi-Fi. What does that mean? Doesn't that mean that it's just so they just let everything go however they want? And I know this technology empowers these losers because they know everything that's going to happen to me. Like I said, everything in my life at this point is orchestrated, it's predicted, and it's manipulated. And so these losers who don't know what the fuck is going to happen to them are here feeling like gods. Oh yeah, I'm going to be watching you. He's dying. It's dying. They call me it. I'm like, I'd rather be it than a god like you. But I guess for you it's TBD, huh? To be determined. Because it's okay with dying. Are you okay with that? Because you don't know when it's coming, right? Okay. And I was saying these things, and they're so disturbing, and they try to, because I said, be careful, because the blessing that you get from it dying could come onto you, or even somebody that you love, like your children. And I pray that that's not happening. That I would pray for. I pray that your children or people who are not, that are innocent, are not the way you are blessed by. And they try to change that into something sexual because they say, I'm going to be blessed. And basically, I'm going to be raped. And that's because something, I'm like, okay, I'd rather get blessed that way than blessed the way you'll be blessed. Because I'm telling you, this is scary, scary spiritual. I know it's not spiritual, but it's scary in that way. It's like biblical. I know in reality this is technological. I understand that. But it feels like you have to, the weak people are the more involved in this. And you, if you're not weak, have to make yourself a weak individual to partake. It feels like the truly strong ones, not physically strong ones, are the ones who are more resistant to this. Because the weak people want to feel this empowerment more than the strong people. And the strong people seem to be less wanting to involve themselves in that because they feel like there's something about them that's stronger. And I'm not talking about physical, I'm not talking about even gender, but there's something about that. And that you see the weakest, the kids, the people who are trying to escape from whatever is going on in their life, be fully in. People who try to delude themselves, you see them trying to, oh no. And the more it's obvious that they're part of these foul things, the more they involve themselves. And I'm not talking about weak in strength or anything else. I'm talking about weak in a self-respectable way. They just what? And you see them oh. And I'm talking about it's a different type of strength. A strength that is almost spiritual. And I'm talking about this is a lot of religious people like that involve themselves. But I don't believe in people just because you go to church you're a good person. You can be the foulest human being, knowing all the scripture of the Bible. But there's something about that. I just noticed that. I see a man with kids and all that, but I see how weak he is now. Look at you, how weak you are. You're the weaker out of all of them, because you can't wait to show your child. And you're so weak that you try to find strength in this. There's no strength in this. Thank you for making me feel stronger than you. Because in any other situation, I feel, oh my gosh, look at all he has going. Like, now I'm like, I look at you for the shit that you are. And for those women who are trying to pretend they're doing it for their children, it's a weakness. Because if you're a strong woman, you'll be going crazy knowing that there's children being tortured these ways. And you would want to do everything to go and make sure this shit ends. That's what a strong woman would do with children. She'll be like, oh, no, we can't do that. What? The babies and all that. What? We're here, money. We talk about some kid when he was a child. Now we're here having to make ourselves retarded to make him accept this manipulation. While these people are literally torturing children. And call it, we're daring. No, you're trash, weak, bottom feeders, and cowards. And for those women who try to pretend they're doing it, oh, we're doing it for this woman, corny. Oh my gosh. The way they torture women, the way they torture women is something that you cannot understand. It is so disturbing the way they sexually torture them. And that's why they try to compensate. You're going to get raped. What? I'd rather get raped. I'll think about all the women you guys are raping and torturing. Mentally, sexually, physically. If you're a strong woman, you'll be in the street fighting. Like, no way. What? For all the women you guys are killing, torturing, let them out. Let's stop these things. They are killing women all around the world in these ways. They are torturing them. They are tormenting them. They are torturing their children every day. And they're like, we're there. Fuck hard. Boom. You would torture that woman just if she was put in this program. And there's a lot of females, like I said, females involved in this program in these ways of torturing women. They are frauds and trash. And the people who put me in this program, oh my gosh. And this weak low life were exposed for the frauds that they are. Can't even say a pedophile's name? Come on. You know, even in the strongest people, like, do you understand that people in this program ended up becoming mass shooters? Killing people that they will never even think about it. Look at somebody like Mara May. How that... This man would never, ever think of... Like, look at him. You can tell this man is not somebody who's aggressive. Look. They push this man to go into a college library and shoot up a place. Do you think this man could have that naturally? Trust, you sold your soul to pedophiles, if anything. I'm not going to even say God. Not even going to say the devil. Pedophiles. And so for me, my prayers are those. I don't want to be aggressive, and I pray that I don't, especially like toward these losers that involved in that, like that would be weak. And I also pray that I get the strength to deal with the horrible things I'm going to go through, because they've been humiliated by reality. This is the things they try to block out. Give me strength. They're trying to compensate for reality. And don't let them escape in this fantasy they put together. Don't let them go into this distorted reality where they manipulate everything and then go with that falsified reality where my memories, my reaction, everything is manipulated, and they're like, oh, we mapped that. Trash. Tell my target individuals stay strong and know that justice will be done for all these things. And thank you, God. Because as they cannot even say, Roy Moore, that he's stimulating me on kids of all ages, from the babies to the older kids. But now we prove that, remember that, this and that, and to try to get me to subscribe to that. While they came and speak about a pedophile called Roy Moore, the entities contract them are filled with pedophiles, and they're like, yeah, we won. No, I'm going to turn into something else. My thoughts are going to be so retarded that logic will be removed. And it's going to go on the loop. So stay strong to all target individuals and do not subscribe to this nastiness.